Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. In this chapter, titled Night and Morning, we witness the divine intervention of Manimekala-Devi, the trials of Manimekalai, and the emotional turmoil of those who care for her. So grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's immerse ourselves in this enchanting narrative. The night was deep, and the world lay still under the blanket of darkness. Suthamathi, lost in slumber, was unaware of the extraordinary events about to unfold. Manimekala-Devi, the goddess of the seas, descended with a purpose. In the quiet of midnight, she gently lifted Manimekalai into her arms and soared through the skies, covering a distance of 30 yokanas to reach the sacred island of Manipallavam. This island, shrouded in mystery and divine energy, would become the setting for Manimekalai's transformation. Meanwhile, in the palace of Kavaripatnam, Prince Udaya-kumaran sat in deep contemplation. His heart was heavy with an incurable love for Manimekalai, whom he had seen in the grove earlier. He longed for her, hoping to find a way to make her his own. But destiny had other plans. Manimekala-Devi appeared before him in a vision, her voice resonating with divine authority. "Son of a king," she began, "if a ruler strays from the path of righteousness, the very cosmos will falter. The spheres will lose their balance, the rains will cease, and life on earth will wither. A king must care for all lives in his kingdom as he would his own, for they depend on him. Abandon your unrighteous desire for the holy maiden, for she is destined for a higher purpose." The goddess's words struck the prince like a thunderbolt, leaving him in a state of awe and reflection. Her message was clear. Manimekalai's path was not one of worldly love, but of spiritual enlightenment. Manimekala-Devi then returned to the grove where Suthamathi lay sleeping. She gently woke her and revealed the truth. "I came here to witness Indra's festival," the goddess explained. "Do not be alarmed. The time has come for Manimekalai to embrace the righteous path of the Lord Buddha. I have taken her to the blessed island of Manipallavam, where she will learn of her past life and return to this city in 7 days. She will come in disguise, but you will recognize her. On that day, many wonders will occur." The goddess also instructed Suthamathi to convey this message to Madhavi, Manimekalai's mother. She reminded her of a dream she had once shared with Madhavi, foretelling her daughter's destiny to conquer earthly desires, alleviate suffering, and become renowned for her piety and penance. With these words, Manimekala-Devi vanished, leaving Suthamathi in a state of profound grief and confusion. The city, now deep in sleep, was silent except for the occasional sounds that pierced the night. The sentinels announced the passing hours from the king's palace. Elephants trumpeted in hunger from their stables, and the night guard's drums echoed through the streets. The revelry of drunken sailors drifted from the seashore, while the sounds of young mothers bathing in tanks mingled with the prayers of warriors and the chants of exorcists. Overwhelmed by the cacophony, Suthamathi left the grove and sought refuge in Chakaravala Kotam, a place of marvels described by the goddess. There, she found solace in a common almshouse, its doors open to all. As she rested, she noticed an image of a deity carved into one of the stone pillars. To her astonishment, the image spoke, revealing details of her past birth and assuring her of Manimekalai's safe return in 7 days. As dawn approached, the city began to stir. The sentries dozed, lovers awoke, and the sounds of conches, crowing cocks, and jingling bracelets filled the air. The sun rose over the ocean, dispelling the darkness, and Suthamathi stepped into the streets with a heavy heart. She made her way to Madhavi's home and recounted the night's events. Both women were consumed with anxiety and sorrow for Manimekalai, unsure of what the future held. Meanwhile, on the island of Manipallavam, Manimekalai awoke to a world unlike anything she had ever known. She found herself on the soft, sandy banks of a lagoon, surrounded by lush foliage and the gentle hum of bees. The lagoon was adorned with water lilies and moss, and the shore was strewn with pearl oysters, corals, and sandalwood spars. The beauty of the island was otherworldly, yet Manimekalai felt a deep sense of loneliness and disorientation. "Suthamathi, where are you?" she cried out, her voice trembling with fear. "I do not know if I am dreaming or awake. The night has passed, and my mother will be worried. Why have you left me alone? Is this some magical illusion created by the spirit we saw? I am afraid, my friend. Please come to me." Her cries echoed across the island as she wandered through its unfamiliar terrain. She saw no familiar faces or landmarks, only the strange and beautiful sights of her new surroundings. The waterfowl and land birds seemed to call to one another like rival armies, adding to her sense of isolation. Her hair, once adorned with flowers, now fell disheveled over her shoulders as she wept in despair. In her sorrow, Manimekalai thought of her father, Kovalan, and the tragic fate that had befallen him. "Oh, my dear father," she lamented, "cruel destiny drove you and my mother from our homeland into exile, where you met your unjust end. Now, the same fate has brought me to this strange and lonely place." Her heart ached with the weight of her loss and the uncertainty of her future. Yet, unbeknownst to her, this island was the beginning of a journey that would lead her to discover her true purpose and the path of enlightenment. And there we have it, a night of divine intervention, a morning of awakening, and the beginning of a profound journey for Manimekalai. What will happen when she returns to the city in 7 days? What marvels await her and those who love her? Stay tuned for the next chapter, where we'll uncover more of this captivating tale. Don't forget to hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more stories that touch the heart and soul. Until next time, take care and keep exploring the magic of stories.